What's up? How's everybody doing? Got some quiggles in chat. What's up? I haven't streamed since Super Mario Odyssey, so it's been a tremendous amount of time. Let me know how everything's sounding, looking, etc. I literally haven't done this in for fucking ever, so bear with me. Howdy, Dictus. You're right. Thank you. Why don't we get this show on the road, shall we? Augers, what's going on? How's everybody doing? Not only do I speak, but I'm cheesed to meet you. Shockingly not a bear YouTuber. But what's going on? Half the reason I'm doing this is to finally use this avatar that I spent too much money on. I'm not a VTuber. I'm not going to stream. You're not going to get a backlog. You're not going to get incredible lore. I'm not going to give you my debut where I tell you my blood type and everything else about me. Instead, we're just going to play some cool video games and chat. This is a live Q&A, so if anybody has questions, I know I've been gone for a tremendous amount of time. So I'm here to answer questions and have fun, hang out with you guys, and finally use this fucking avatar. I only have this avatar because it's not fun listening to someone's voice over a background or a game, so now you have something to stare at and contemplate life while looking into the eyes of. So, howdy. That was my logic. Hope that's sound for you guys. Make sure the music's not too loud. But other than that, we'll be good to go. So if you have questions, just let me know. I'm going to be reading chat quite actively. If my computer just shuts off randomly during this, fuck Windows. That'll happen sometimes. First question, are you done with oatmeal? That's a great question. I haven't made an oatmeal video in forever, mainly because I've done every single idea you could possibly do with oatmeal, and Simple Flips doesn't even find it funny anymore, so there was really no connection there. It's just kind of been out. I still have this hope that one day some streamer will mention oatmeal and it will fucking blow up and my channel will just become radioactive again for all the oatmeals I made like half a year ago. Or no, it's like 2-3 years ago now. Jesus. Then maybe, but right now there's just no real incentive to the oatmeal because no one really finds it funny anymore. Some people do, and that's cool, and there's plenty of oatmeals for you, and I'm not taking them down. If they got taken down, it was a copyright strike, but they're staying up. If there's a really funny idea I think of, because right now, as you guys can probably tell, my channel's operating on a schedule of whenever I just have a funny idea, I publish it, and it doesn't really have any relevance to anything. I try to publish content that confuses the living crap out of you guys. That's why the last 5 videos have made no sense whatsoever, just because I wanted to scare you people, because that's just my brain. I wanted things that confused only the vast majority, and only a very small percentage was like, ha, I get that one. It's my cryptid content for you. But I have cool things in the works, and you'll see them on the channel eventually. But as of now, it's just kind of whenever the fuck I feel like it. And so, if an oatmeal video were to be made, it would be because I had a good idea for it. I think the last oatmeal video on my channel was oatmeal music, which is when the penis music meme was going viral, and that was just a good idea I had. I don't force it when I have ideas; I just go. So hopefully that answers your question. Best type of cheese? I'm going to frustrate you and just say like Kraft mac and cheese packets. That's not the answer you wanted, nor is it a true answer, but I'm just going to say that because it's really fucking funny. Thoughts on Among Us? I have never once played it in my life, and I'm very proud of that fact. I thrive off of never having done popular things before or listened to popular music. I just go out of my way to avoid things if people like them. So, no, I have never played Among Us. Where have the bears gone? The bears are not gone. There are more bears. There is a big bear on his way. And if you would like to see the bear soon, go on twitter.com and tag the @Kobayashi's ego and tell him to fucking work on his goddamn part, and then you'll get more bear. He has single-handedly delayed it like 6 months, so go ping him on Twitter if you want more bear. But beyond that, there's other cool things coming soon. Favorite cookie voice actor? Of course it would be Nyen. I own the largest English cookie server, so it would be Nyen because I've spammed emotes like you wouldn't believe. I am still friends with Ego. I love Ego. Ego, I love you. But please. I remember you saying you were doing some game dev stuff. Yes, that's half the reason I don't make YouTube videos anymore. I have a job. I'm a professional VR game developer. I work for a company based in California. I don't live there. I don't live in hell, but I work for a company that's based in California, and we make VR games. I'm a full-time developer. I've been working on that pretty much entirely, and then on my weekends, I work on my own games. The last game I made, which we're actually going to be playing today because I felt like it was just a good segue, is Return to Castle Monkey Ball. That game became incredibly viral, blew up, and people loved it. If you haven't played it, check it out on itch.io. People loved that, so of course I'm working on new games. I have another game that I'm working on right now with some really cool people. That game has been in development for over a year in my off time, and it's entering the final stages, but I'm very excited about that. Look forward to it. It's going to be on Steam. It'll cost money. Sorry, I know. Sorry to break the news. I know. Sorry. But that's how it has to be. I'm spending my own money on this damn game. You're going to buy it. If you want. As someone who lives in hell, get me out. I'm sorry. You use SoundCloud. I don't use SoundCloud. I listen to music every day. Music is a huge part of my life. I listen to music 24/7. I'm listening to music while I work, while I'm doing literally anything you could possibly imagine. I have music going. I am a big music person. The music I listen to is almost entirely one of three categories. 70s progressive rock, bands like Jethro Tull, Genesis, Yes, King Crimson, Emerson, Lake and Palmer, any of those classics. Genesis is my favorite band of all time. Peter Gabriel is my favorite singer of all time. The other category I listen to is like 80s pop music. Can't get enough of that stuff. Hall & Oates. Good shit, son. You're out of touch. I'm out of time. Huey Lewis in the News. Do you like Huey Lewis in the News? Do you like him? Good stuff. And yeah, no, big fan of 80s pop stuff. And then the third genre is some anime music, particularly from the Macross franchise. We're all about Firebomber in here. 𝐷𝐿, love 𝐷𝐿. Julia, Idolmaster, love her. Mostly Macross music. Do you remember Love? Is an incredible movie. Check it out. Those are my three categories: 70s progressive rock, 80s pop, and Symphogear, AKB0048, Macross. That's my music genres. I listen to those exclusively. Camel is a good progressive rock band. If anyone's here just struggling for music, check out Camel. Their album Mirage. Good shit, son. Who's the best girl from New Game? I guess I should talk about this character that I am right now. I'm my rat OC that I made for this specifically. I'm very misanthropic, and my name is Co. And that name was inspired from New Game Co. So there's your answer. But this is, if you want to see more of this character that I'm currently portraying right now, Co, go to my Twitter. I have a moment of all of the fan art that I have ever commissioned of this character. I should start out. This avatar was created by 𝐅𝐸 on Twitter. 𝐅𝐸 is an incredible artist, and they've never done a VTuber commission before, but I loved their art style so much, I pretty much forced them, lighter than that, nicer than that. I begged them to give it a try, and then I funded their learning process, and then here we go. The model was rigged by Oliver. Oliver, if you're in the chat, I love you. Yeah, those two people made this come to life. I really only did this so I could have this avatar from when other people wanted to play with me. I don't intend to do that much streaming, but that's how it is. Genesis is good stuff, man. Hope you like it. My socials, Nicorita on pretty much anything. NICKIREDA, Twitter. It's all linked in the description. Open the description. I have my Twitter and everything else linked. I'm very active on Discord and Twitter, so check that out if you want to keep up to date with me. A lot of people thought I was dead for like 6 months because I stopped uploading videos because I got too busy with my own game. But I'm very active on Twitter and Discord, so hit me up there, and I'll be around. Speaking of a rat, how would you catch and dispose of yourself? I guess that derives the question of how would you bait me out? What would be bait? Good merch of a show I like. If you had like a Nikki Bissara plush, you could get me to like walk into a trap. That would trap me pretty easily. I'm glad you guys like the rat. I've worked a long time on this rat. I've had this character for a very long time. I've had this avatar for way too long, and I've just been putting off streaming this entire time. But here I am, finally. The rat, 𝐏𝐿 herself. Oh, my pronouns are he, him, if you really want them. I just like the rat. La rata. La critura. I'm glad you like the rat. I like the rat. She's incredibly cheese to meet you. Here you go. I'll give this just for you. I can pog at things. Watch. Very cheese to meet you. This is my little buddy. Tiny version of myself. They're gonna remain right here. They're my friend. Hope they become your friend as well. Here, you want rat pog? Watch. Pleased to meet you. Rat plush pre-order when? Oh yeah, 𝐏𝐿 is very misanthropic and tired, so that's why I look like this. And I don't emote. 𝐏𝐿 is very cheese to meet you. Very, very. Two rats! Yeah! If you made a plush, would it be that rat avatar? I have a few OCs, 2 of them. I have my main one, Freya, and this one, 𝐏𝐿. 𝐏𝐿, I made Freya I got from my PSO2 account way back in the day, but this one I wanted an avatar that represented what I would use it for. Like if I ever did like programming streams or game development live streams, I wanted like a game, like a programmer rat, and so 𝐏𝐿 came out of this, and now I'm here. How do you spell 𝐏𝐿? It's 𝐾𝐿. Oh, your videos saved my marriage. I'd love to hear that story. How? I make content that scares people. I would love to know that, but I'm glad if that's true. Very happy to hear that. Love through Oatmeal. Yes, you are correct. The song in the background is my favorite song from the Boneworks soundtrack, which, guys, if you like video game music, Boneworks has the best OST made in the last 20 years of video game music. Fight me. Boneworks has an incredible soundtrack, and the new game, Bone Labs, coming out soon, is looking like it'll have just as good as a soundtrack, so check it the fuck out. I love the Boneworks soundtrack. It's so good. Favorite Toho fan game? I have never played a Toho game. I'm one of those people, yeah. You're afraid of me now, aren't you? Scared. When will Bear 3 be released? Right now. Me. I'll pog at him. Is that what you wanted? Does this button work? I've just been messing with this OBS. I haven't streamed in forever. Splatoon music is pretty good. The wee wah wee wah wee wah wee is my favorite. I do like Splatoon music. The one Splatfest song from the original Squid Sisters goes off way too hard. Does this work? That does work. Awesome, cool. By the way, that video on my YouTube channel was the very first time you saw this character, Ko. I was teasing you with her. That video has been around for a while, and that's probably why you recognize it, if you do, so. Thank you. Thank you for that. Favorite cereal brand? Fuck, dude. That's like a once a week question. Right now, it's like Cinnamon Toast Crunch because it kind of hits, but I don't eat cereal for breakfast. That's a waste. So, it's just kind of a dessert snack. That'll be the answer right now. Like a week ago, it was something different, and before that, something different. I do make all the rules. I am the fucking giant rat. I have no idea what the hell you mean by that. Boneworks was the most cutting-edge VR game ever released. The most impressive Unity game I've ever seen in my life as a Unity developer. And Bone Labs is going to be even cooler. Came for Bear GIF. I'm disappointed. Okay, here, shut up. I got you. There, Bear GIF. You happy? Yeah? Huh? I'm a people pleaser. But I listened to your Pokemon Diamond Rainbow Connection rip. That is an old one, and I still watch it myself every once in a while. I genuinely love how that one sounded. My study place in high school seriously helped me through rough days. I'm so glad. I listened to it to help me get through laundry back when I was in college, so we can relate on that. There are a few handful of rips. The rips I made were horrible. I was never good at them, and people called me out on how horrible they were, and I apologize. But the few ones that I did do that I think I genuinely loved, the ones that are still up on the channel, I've always loved those ones. They're great. Thank you, Wally Hop. Glad you like the random crap. Funny Bear Man. I want to answer that question real quick. Somebody yelled at me for saying GIF. Okay, I'm a programmer. Hold on. Literally, the slogan for the format that was used to advertise it to web browsers to start picking it up was Jiffy programmers choose GIF. There is a historical precedent for the name. I don't care. Giraffe. English is a horrible language. It's tremendously broken, but it's literally Jiffy programmers choose Jif, making fun of the peanut butter brand. Okay, thank you. And Simple Flips memes stayed for Bear. I came for Simple Flips memes too. I love Simple Flips. I miss him greatly. I don't have time to watch streams anymore now that I'm employed. But I've never missed an episode of Walkies when that was still going on. I watch Simple Flips' videos all the time. I can't get enough of them still, even if I interact with the chat far less than I used to, just due to time. I love Simple Flips is my homie. I miss him. I wish I was more active in that community, but my avatar's not a polar bear. Yeah, you'd think, but I didn't intend to stream on YouTube originally, so I felt like it wasn't really a difference. It was more just about the energy, and I like rats, so that worked out. Jod. Congrats on the job. Like your profile picture. Say hi to the Siva crew for me. I love them. Met them at MagFest a while back. They're really cool guys. Super cool guys. Some of them don't like me very much at all, and I understand why. I used to make some pretty horrible content. However, I love what they do. So keep up the good work. Are you gonna start streaming a little more often? No. Depends on how this goes, really. Honestly, I don't plan on streaming at all. I spent $500 on this avatar at minimum, and I just wanted to use it once or twice, and I felt like this was the best way to do it. The only reason why I'm here is because the person that I normally hang out with is working today, and I had nothing better to do, so it was either stare at a wall or use the avatar finally. So here we are. No wall staring for me. Now it's camera staring. That's an improvement. CEO of memes, maybe in 2017. Now I'm like the CEO of Unity, but not nearly as horrible. Would you like some cheese? Sure, I'll take some cheese. Walkie series IRL, what would that be? Can I make it to my day job only with walking? What have you been doing since your last popular video? Making video games. I'm a game developer. I said that earlier in the stream, and I have a new game that I haven't announced yet. I guess I'm announcing it right now, technically. New game that I've been working on for more than a year. It'll be on Steam. It'll cost money. It'll be a real thing. I have artists, musicians, UI designers. It's a whole thing. And they're all incredibly talented people whom I love very much, and I'm very excited, but look forward to that. There will be a trailer released on this channel in the same way that the Return to Castle Monkey Ball one was done. So, that's what I've been doing, making video games. You ever gone to a convention out of your home state? Yes. The only convention I go to and will ever go to is MagFest. If you go to MagFest, I have been there every year since 2016. At minimum. I've never missed a MagFest. And I never will. So, if you're in the Maryland, Baltimore area in January, I'll be there again. Come say hi. That's not true. I used to go to SmashCon back when I lived in Northern Virginia. I don't live in Northern Virginia anymore, so that information is useless. But I used to go to SmashCon because it was right down the fucking street. That was back when I was a competitive Smash player. I'm no longer a competitive Smash player. I shed that skin. If you remember my old YouTube channel, you'll know I used to do that, but. Yeah, no, I don't go to SmashCon anymore. Thoughts on this Unity CEO guy being a prick? They have fucking detonated their own company. Here's some insider knowledge. Valve was considering purchasing Unity. Yes, Valve. They were very much considering purchasing Unity because they work in the same building and they share the same lunch space. and they had talked about it and discussed it and ended up deciding not to in the favor of promoting the open market, etc. And they should have done it. They really should have bought Unity. If they did, we wouldn't be in this situation right now. Fortunately, I don't use the latest versions of Unity because I think they're insane, but Unity is currently on a death spiral. I don't care what they do because it's only going to get worse. Valve should buy them. Please, Valve should buy them just to keep them from committing seppuku more than they already have. I will announce the game everywhere. Once it's finally ready and a Steam page goes live, you're going to see it literally on all my socials, everything. I have a Twitter account I made for the game, but I won't tell you what that Twitter account is yet because it would spoil it, but it exists. You'll never find it, but it exists just to hold the placeholder name so I can capture it, but you'll see everything. Somebody watched the Ganondorf Smash Bros. Those were the days. Here's my hot take of the day. Smash for Wii U is better than Ultimate. Thank you. Anything you think needs to change in the game dev space? Yeah, a lot of things. Right now, people are really pushing for like blockchain, crypto, NFT stuff. Stop it. Stop it now. Even VR Chat, which is the game I play the most out of any game in existence, VR Chat is considering a creator economy, and that's just gonna kill the game. Stop trying to fucking monetize your games. Every company on Earth just wants to monetize their games like you wouldn't believe it. That needs to change. That needs to change badly. I think we need to stop not only doing that, but also the practice of proprietary game engines needs to die. There are benefits, but ultimately it just creates crappy games. When every game studio is now on such a tight turnaround cycle, and 90% of their development time is just messing with their custom engine that they end up throwing away. Cyberpunk. It's not good. Even the company that makes Cyberpunk, I'm forgetting the name of, starts with the CD Projekt Red. They're moving to Unreal because they realized that was a waste of time. So enough proprietary engines. We're done with that. We need to support each other and make every game better and bug-free by the base tools being shared and unified. That's my thought. Oatmeal when? I said at the top of the stream, whenever there's a good idea. Any preferred methods to learn? C#. C# is my primary game development language, though I know others. Plenty of others. I just use C# the most because I'm a Unity developer, and so that ends up being the ticket item. I learned game development. I'm one of those people, and you might relate to this, that can't learn on their own. Like, I swear to God, I'll watch YouTube videos or, like, look at books, and I'll learn nothing. I'll just stare at them and go, and have no motivation to learn. So I went to college, and that kind of forced me to learn, and now I know. So that's where I went with that one, but obviously that's expensive and really stupid. So college isn't it for everyone, but that was a good tool for me for motivation. I have a degree in game development and design and a minor in psychology, industrial organizational psychology, for anyone curious. Yeah. Cheaty EAC stuff. Yeah, easy anti-cheat is dumb, especially in a social VR game. Thank you, VR chat. I've always went under the name, or rather this channel's name, but you probably remember me from like Simple Flips' days if you don't remember who I am, so. If you made a sandbox game, monetize it. You didn't make a sandbox game, you made a store. Yeah. Yeah, VR chat's made some questionable decisions. Mario 64 mixes, those were copyright hell for some reason. Thank you, Sammy. I love you. Everybody say hi to Sammy Z in the chat. She is an incredible person. Incredibly lazy, but I love them. Yo, John Smith, thanks. I worked hard on these. Here, I'll move for you. I like them. Yeah, video tutorials are useful for me for knowing what the tools I have at my disposal are, but I don't learn anything until I get my hands into it. I've been a Unity developer for many years now. I genuinely consider myself to be probably one of the strongest programmers and Unity developers that I know. Specifically, one of the strongest general programmers I know is a guy named KP. If any of you guys are in the chat, KP is a god. I love KP. KP are my absolute like idol when it comes to raw C++ development. But in terms of Unity and stuff, I think I'm pretty good. Computer information systems, cool. Yeah, when I was going to college, everyone told me I should get like computer science and then minor in game development. But then I realized computer science was just such a ubiquitous degree. Everyone had one. It made me pivot to what I actually wanted to do, which was game development. So. I mean, I still technically go by Yui. I mean, I never went by Yui. Everyone calls me Yui because of the channel name, but I always went by Nikarita. I considered this channel to be more like a Siva Gunner thing, where there was no Siva Gunner. There's just a bunch of people under the name, and I, Nikarita, or Ko, whichever one you want to call me at this point, just make the videos. Oh, so you're a boy? Yikes. Thanks, Sammy. What kind of bear is the best? I like the 200 IQ bear, the one with like the really bulging like brain. That one's pretty fun. I use the gun bear a lot. That one's pretty cool. Why is my avatar's hair messy? I'm a programmer rat, so, you know, minimal effort. Stream coding tutorials and be a cool VTuber coding rat mom. First off, I'm not a VTuber. I never will be. This is just something to stare at while I talk, because if it was just a game, you would be really bored. I find this much more personable, having something to look at. But if I ever did stream, it would be like game development stuff, I think, because that's what I'm good at. I don't like playing games on stream because people will make fun of me. Not because I'm not a gamer, which I am. It's just too much pressure. Fight me in Unreal Tournament 2004 or Quake 3 Arena. You won't win. Guarantee it. Let's say you're somebody who has some experience with software. How do you pivot towards game development? So the main thing that you get over somebody who started in game development, if you're coming from software, is you understand data structures better than anybody else. Game developers suck at data structures and low-level optimization. A lot of people who just want to learn Unity just copy paste from tutorials and don't understand any of the underlying architecture. If you can tell me what the memory bus does and how code is actually like packaged into memory, how it's arranged, you're already ahead of every person who came from game development, I guarantee you. It's just a matter of pivoting to understand the tools. So, for example, if you know a lot about software and pointers and everything else, and you want to learn how to make Unity games, obviously it's just different syntactually. It's a C-flavored language, but mostly just learning what tools you have at your disposal, right? So That's the primary way I would do it, is just learning what's different. Of course, most people are like object-oriented programmers or whatever else you want to use. But Unity's component-based programming, which is a bit different. You got to learn the paradigm, but it's pretty straightforward. Just, you are at an advantage if you come from software. I almost guarantee you. Ratfolk, thank you. I'm glad you like it. Glad you like the stream. I didn't expect, I didn't know what I was doing either. I just wanted to, I hopped into this very blindly. Here for questions and stuff like that. I thought this might be fun because I know a lot of people, whenever I post like a community post, are like, oh my god, I thought you were dead. And it had been a long time, so I figured why not do a stream where I can just talk with you guys, because my channel's practically on life support, just due to my own enjoyment of other things. So I was like, yeah, why don't we do that? Why don't we just sit down, talk to you guys? I can finally use this avatar that I spent too much money on. It'll be good. So if there's any more interest in these kinds of things, I'll always be interested in doing them, mainly just because I made my YouTube channel and I make games for the single reason of I like when people smile. I like it when I can entertain people. And if this is doing it for you, I'm more than happy to help out. Why are multiplayer arena shooters still dead? People suck at them. They take skill. And everyone who had that skill is gone. The arena shooter is the greatest genre of game. I'll hear nothing else. And we need more games like it. You saw what happened the last time they tried to reboot Unreal Tournament. It sucked. Because no one there knew what they were doing. Game balance is really important. Game balance is really important when it comes to that. And it's tedious. It's very slow. The network code is rigorous. It's hard. It's real hard. But I want to see more arena shooters. None of the ones that have tried to be arena shooters have done anything. It's like people who try to reboot Peggle, right? Peggle's a really old game. It's an incredible game. Everybody loves Peggle. But most people who have done a modern remake on Steam haven't actually improved upon the game, nor have they even beat the base game. If you're going to make a remake of a game, it has to be at least better, if not just good enough, to match the original you're inspired from. Because then there's no reason to just not go play the other one, other than maybe convenience if it's not on Steam or it doesn't run well on modern computers. And nobody's gonna beat Quake 3 Arena and Unreal Tournament 2004. They're masterpieces. What we need is just a modern re-release of them. That would sell better than any game that they could make now. What the hell? You're wasting your time trying to beat Unreal Tournament 2004. You're crazy. Just re-release it. Like, bring it up to modern day standards, but just keep the same game. You're never gonna beat it. They got it right. How long did you know the Naides? Naides. Tipo Daku Fantasy. What else can I say? Nai. There you go. You got your rat quotes for the day. Nick, have you seen OpenAI's Codex AI translates written English to code? Yeah, I've seen it. My boss at work has used it once or twice to try it out. It's super neat. I think it's cool. I'm terrified of it not promoting best practices properly. People using it as a crutch. Sort of the same problem that people have, who are hardcore C++ programmers, same problem they have with people like me, and now I'm having that with those people. It's the layers of abstraction from the base C, like machine code. The farther you go from assembly, the more abstraction there is, and with all that, it becomes a tangled mess. You have your garbage collectors, and you have your everything else. And the further you get from that, and you start from there, you know less about the base system. I will never shit on somebody for being like a hardcore C# programmer who knows nothing about C++. As long as they understand the base system. Less people understand the base code anymore. They just know how to make an avatar in VR chat and have no idea no idea how that brick that sits next to their computer operates. Learn it. It's very useful. Halo is a borderline arena shooter. The new Halo is not doing it for me. I don't know why. I couldn't tell you why right now. It's just not. Peggle. I love Peggle. Half-Life 1 Deathmatch is something else, man. Open Fortress is cool. That's one of the most interesting arena shooters that I can think of right now in modern times. Open Fortress is really cool. Check out Open Fortress. Opinions on Rust. Sandbox is cooler. Coding is cool. I'm a programmer by trade. I've been doing it since I was in like middle school. My favorite Pocket language is Lua. If anybody has, no one answered that question or was going to ask that, but there it is. There's a point in which everybody understands programming, because at the beginning it's just black magic and you're just staring at it and it doesn't mean anything, and then instantly on a dime you get it. And when that happens, you'll roll. Every single person I've ever seen who tries to learn programming, they are so confused and they're trying to learn the very basics and they just get it and they're good. Yep. Sandbox is Source 2. Closest you're going to get to a Source 2 SDK. Sandbox is really cool. Some of the recent projects that were just released on Sandbox, like CSGO Source 2 and Team Fortress Source 2, really cool stuff. Why is Nazrin the best? Cheesed to meet you. Oh, Rust coding language. Yeah. Not a huge fan of a lot of those weird languages like Ruby, Rust. I don't even like Python very much. Just learn like Lua. I don't know. Lua is not as useful as it should be. TF2 font, of course. Imagine not using the TF2 font. I did hear what happened to Gmod. We're not going to talk about it. There's your rat for the stream. Enjoy them. I'll put the bear back for new passerbys. Sorry. That's insane. That's wild. That's crazy. Rat stuff. The rat lovers everywhere like me. I am a VR game developer by trade. For work, I make VR games, and I got into game development seriously for VR. I spend most of my time in VR these days. I have an Index. I'm going to buy a Deckard immediately as soon as that's actually announced. VR is the coolest thing in modern day. Don't let Meta tell you anything. Facebook is cringe. VR is cool. Ma, there's a weird looking rat outside. You think the deck is overhyped? No. I think it's really bold of them to actually make it Linux because of how many problems it has, but Valve loves Linux. I did not buy a Steam Deck because A, it's Valve, they're not going to support it for very much longer, and B, there's going to be a second one before they even do. Steam Deck 2 is inevitable. It's going to happen way faster than people think about. That's how Valve works. They either abandon something or they iterate on it faster than you can imagine, and then they abandon it. Steam Deck 2 is going to fix all the problems. It's their first product run. I never buy Generation 1 hardware. I only buy Gen 2 hardware because they learned so much from a real product launch. So I would never buy the Steam Deck. However, I think it's really cool. I think it's the kind of pressure we needed on a company like Nintendo, who still won't care. It's not going to do anything to Nintendo. But it's the kind of pressure you need on a company like Nintendo to show, wow, you guys suck. Make hardware that's useful. I'm not one who's like, oh, if only the Switch had cutting-edge graphics. That's not why I care. It's that the hardware for the Switch is a chain around game developers' necks. It's so outdated and they refuse to release a newer one. It's so old hardware at this point. Game developers are being forced to damage their own games and the quality of those games just because Nintendo is being selfish and not wanting to squander one of the largest user bases in the history of the company because of how well the Switch is sold. Makes sense. However, you're strangling game developers. You are wringing them out to dry with how much they can do on your hardware. It's not fair, Nintendo. Fix it. Fix it now. The Switch Pro is done. It's sitting on shelves. It exists. The thing was ready to go, and they just shelved it. They really hard shelved it. It's done. The Switch Pro is fucking done. How'd you discover Cookie? Holy shit. It was a 2-day process of nonstop Googling for about 12 hours a day to even vaguely understand what the fuck Cookie was when I first discovered it. But man, nice. Quest is $300. Oh no, wait, no, now it's $400. Shit, I was gonna say Quest is only $300. VR ain't that expensive, but I went up $100. Thank you, Meta. Yeah, I don't buy first-gen hardware. I have a 3090 in my computer, which I use for work, rendering light maps and other things. It's a beast. I'm about to upgrade my computer soon. I've already started buying components for my new computer. I'm going to put the absolute top of the line Zen 4 chip in it with my 3090, 64 gigabytes of DDR5. I bought a 1200 watt power supply for no fucking reason. And I bought two 980 Pro SSDs. So. What's your opinion on Emu? Okay. I think Emu is fine. I don't think it's as integral to Cookie as the Cookie community likes to believe it. I've been very public on this. It's cool, it's fine, but it is not necessarily directly attached as much as they would like it. Like, it's fine whenever they use Emu voice lines for characters like Nazrin. Like, that's part of the lore. Sorry, Nia, now I won't say that again. I apologize greatly. Like, that's part of the Cookie stuff. Like, you can't take that stuff away, but it's just like, you know, making them show up consistently is just the gag. However, it also stands on its own, and you can have Cookie without Emu. It's possible. Not saying that they should be doing that, but you don't need it. And I plan to make back my investment. My work pays me a lot of money. I don't really need to care, but that's how it is. Yeah, no, the Switch Pro is done. It existed. It was sitting on a shelf. They just stopped because of chip shortages and also other issues with their product line. That hardware was done. I heard somewhere Mario Odyssey 2 is just sitting on a shelf. Don't know how far along it is. Pretty sure it's pretty far along. I know for a fact Mario Odyssey 2 was supposed to be a launch title for the Switch Pro, but given the fact that that was shelved, it probably leads to believe that the game's been shelved as well. What is the history and future of Quiggle? I got you. Quiggle was something I said in a chat with my roommate, saying that I think we were talking about something about the way I talk has changed over multiple years. And I said, I can still say funny things. And then I said Quiggle and posted that emote. And that was really funny to us for no reason. It must have been like 3 a.m. or something. And we were both really tired. But I just said that because it sounded like a cute word, you know, just the sounds of it. Quiggle. It's kind of cute. And I just posted that, and then I posted a screenshot of it in my server, and people started picking it up, and now there's Quiggles. If you want more Quiggles, join my Discord server. There's a chat called, like, other servers that are affiliated with me, and I have a server called the Quiggle Cove. It's nothing but Quiggles of, like, as many characters as I've seen drawn as a Quiggle. So if you want more Quiggles, check out the Quiggle Cove. A gotchi. I made one gotchi video. I made one and I suck at it because I am not good with audio or visuals. Quiggle is a nice word. It's a great word. It just sounds good rolling off the tongue. Quiggle. Quiggle. Well, why don't we transition over to game? Thank you. Oh, I'm glad you like this avatar. I like Ko too. If you want more fan art of her, she's over on my Twitter. In the moment I have for all of the fan art of her, you'll actually see my profile picture on Twitter right now is Ko as Pikami. I don't watch Pikami, but I have a life-size cardboard cutout of her because it's funny. I like her design. I have commissioned over 8 different characters in the style of Pikami. Help. What is it about Fumos? They're plushies. I love plushies. I hate figures. Anime figures suck. They break. You ever try move when you have like a bunch of anime figures? Plushies you can just put in a bucket and just throw them in a truck. It's real convenient. Plushie gang, rise up. Can you put the little rat on your head? I can. Just for you. You can't see her anymore, but she's up there. Sorry. That's the trade-off. I have other things here. Hold on. What do I have? Save her. Holy shit, save her. You like my repeating cheese background? I made this for a game a long time ago and I didn't finish it. And I just went, I need a background like 5 minutes before the stream. And I just like recorded 10 seconds of the game and just turned off all the UI assets to get the cheese. Because I was like, well, I'm a rat. That works out. She's beyond saving. I have Mio grilling. She's blocked right now by that. MGR point. Basara's guitar. A grab hand. Off G stop. Bill Spencer. Gaming. 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 Repeating G's. Yeah. Oh, I'm glad you like them. Thank you very much for the kind words. Why don't we transition over to the game? I'll still be answering all the questions you guys have, but I feel like it might be something insane. I'll pause my music so you can stop, Fubar. You've done a good job. Make sure it's not too loud for you guys. This is Return to Castle Monkey Ball. This is the game I made like a few years ago. It's old. Oh, I can put my e-pig on my head. There, e-pig. Fried chicken. I have a fried chicken. That's pretty cool. What else do I have? That's all you get, guys. Sorry. I made this game like a year ago. No, like 2 years ago. I don't remember. It went viral, but I just thought I'd play it. Because why not? Oh god, I turned off hardware acceleration. That might have been a mistake. Yeah, it's not running great. You should run this on Chrome, not Firefox. Firefox sucks. Oh, hello.
Time bonus!
Frame rate's not great, honestly. This game runs fantastically. Firefox just sucks with streaming. Good old hardware encoding problems.
Goal!
Oh, putting yen on my head? Ugh.
Ready?
Is that a ferret?
Go!
Yes, of course it is. Okay, so my roommate loves ferrets a lot. And I bought him a ferret plush a long time ago that looks like he's made of fried chicken because of just the color of him. And so we named him Fried Chicken, and so now I have the ferret just on as an image. It's a Douglas plush called the Dapper Ferret. It's very dapper. Check it out. A lovely plush. So that's why there's a ferret. Man, I could improve this game so much with all that I know now. I just didn't know very much back when I made this. Sorry if the mechanical keyboard will kill you. That's how that be. Should have used the controller. That would have been quieter.
Go!
Instead you get my KO box heavy blues in your ears.
Time bonus!
I'm glad I put myself down on this side. I genuinely didn't remember what the UI for this game looked like, so I wasn't sure if I was gonna block it. You'd think I would remember, but I straight up just didn't.
Goal!
Opinion on the modern resurgence of boomer shooters? Hell yeah.
Ready? Go!
After my current game project is done, I have no intention to ever make an indie game ever again, mainly just due to the time that it takes, but I was so far into this one. In fact, the game that I told you guys I'm going to be publishing relatively soon, started development before this game you're seeing now, and I paused it because it wasn't very fun, and this game became like a universal hit. And so I was just like, well, why bother? And then I came back to it when I realized how to make it fun. And then at that point is when I continued on to the current state of the game that it will be ended up releasing in. So
Perfect.
that was why I haven't canceled that project, but I don't plan on making any more games. The one exception, the only time I would ever consider making another video game by myself ever would be exclusively if there was a team of people who was really, really passionate and strong about making a boomer shooter. I'd be on that. I've actually made boomer shooters in the past. You'll never see them. And I just haven't released them. So I have full experience of like remaking Duke Nukem 3D. I love Duke Nukem 3D. That would be the only exception that gets me to make it a game by myself again. Otherwise, I would just continue doing my work because my work is fulfilling enough. I don't feel like I need to do external projects outside of my work. So, any chance game development streams?
Go!
So Chair, a good friend of mine, Chair G Tables, check him out. Chair G Tables, he does game development streams sometimes, and I really respect that. I think it's super cool to get the community's feedback and stuff. But I take a more Valvean approach. I'm not one to release information until it's done.
Time bonus!
So you're probably never gonna see me work on that game on stream. Like maybe once I've already released it and I'm like doing like,
bonus!
I don't know if you want to call it like DLC or something else. It wouldn't be DLC. I'm not gonna make any, but you're never gonna see me reveal a game like that on stream. Once the game goes live, I might stream me playing it on launch day. You might get that, so I can give you that developer commentary. But what I did for Return to Castle Monkey Ball is I mostly just went to other people who were streaming my game and hung out in their chat and talked with them, because I think it's really, really cool when people play my games, and I want to support them in doing that. So I went around to as many streamers as I possibly could, and I talked to them, and I thanked them personally for playing my game. Thank you so much for playing my game.
Goal!
I don't know why YouTube blocked your chair message, Sammy. Looking to get into game development with some prior coding experience? I mean, it really depends on what your coding experience is. I tabbed out, shoot. If your coding experience is C#, you know, the best possible advice I could give you is go learn Unity, you know? If your experience is Python, cry about it. Cope and seethe. You're essentially starting from scratch. But if your prior experience is C++, you'll be better than anyone at it. It really just depends. But my best advice is don't do it just to learn how to do it. You need to set yourself goals in terms of like, if there's something you have in your mind that you want to make, try to make it. You'll learn best when you're trying to accomplish something, not just like blindly figure out how things work. And the best way to do that is to try and complete a goal. I love this song.
Go!
The way that I went about it, or would normally tell people about these types of things, is in the case of trying to complete a goal, you're gonna fail. You're gonna fail horribly. If you want to make a Mario Kart clone and it's your first ever game project, that thing's gonna suck and not probably ever work. That's okay. You know more than you previously did. I have a lot of failed projects you'll never see. I spent like 6 months on a boomer shooter that you guys will never see in your life that I thought was fun. It was about an hour and a half of unique content that was made thus far. The level design, the narrative, the engine, everything was so far along down the line. And I threw it away. I still have it, but I just stopped working on it because I had learned enough and realized what I had wasn't good. I needed to start over, and I didn't have motivation to start over, so I went to something else. Because that's another thing. People, when they get into game development, they have this grand idea they want to make, and that's a horrible way to do it. You should make small things first and emulate things. The very first games I ever made were clones of other games because there was a clear objective in my mind of, does it look like this? Yes or no? Yes, I did it. No, I didn't do it. Remake Flappy Bird. That game takes you like an hour to make, if you know what you're doing. That's a real and you can borrow other people's assets. For example, I'm the worst artist you'll ever encounter in your entire life. That's why I made this game, so I could use other people's art, because I suck. My current game that I'm working on actually has an art team for once in my life, so that's very exciting. but it's uncommon. Whatever your limiting factor is, whether it's art, whether it's whatever else, make that your benefit, like I've done here. I just took two things and mashed them up. And this game was simple, all things considered.
Ready? Go!
Yeah, no, fail fast. Fail fast. With that being said, I hate failing and I don't want to fail and I'm not going to. That's the real mindset, is someone tells you to fail fast and you go, no. That's just how game developers work. But you will. Try that mindset. Just the main thing is to not give up and continue making things.
Ready?
There was...
Go!
I've gotten to a point at the company that I work at that I'm usually helping out with hiring when it comes to people with the team. And when it comes to me looking for programmers and game developers to hire, I do not care about your PhD. I do not care about your master's degree. Your sheet of paper means nothing to me. I look for projects you've done.
Ready?
People can have, oh, I worked in the industry for 5 years. Oh, cool. What have you done? Nothing. All right. Cool. That's one of the main benefits of school, is they usually force you to make things. And so you'll at least come out of school with at least a few projects under your belt. But have projects, make projects, finish projects, share projects. Because the hardest phase of game development is the last 10% of actually finishing the game. This game here, I would say, you know, 90% of the code to make the game you're looking at right now took 2 weeks. The last 10% took a whole week. It's real slow. Now, I made this entire game in like 3 weeks. But most people don't have that 10% experience. Most people have only the experience of working on the 90% and not the 10%, and that's because they don't finish projects. They just make a base and go, well, that's pretty cool. Finish it. For the love of God, finish it. Your sheet of paper does mean nothing to me. I have a sheet of paper, so does everybody. Your college degree doesn't mean anything. It's what you do with it that means something. I have hired people who have never even went to college over people who did, exclusively because their portfolio is rockin'. Just make cool things. That's the best way to do anything in this world. Just make cool stuff. College is a resource, not a pass. Use it as a resource. I'm focusing on killing Statmeister, I apologize. Please. Gamer. You got games on your phone? Let me check. I have Macros Uta installed. Oh wait, that got shut down. I have Symphogear XDU installed. Oh wait, that got shut down. Yeah, that's it. I hate gacha games. That's how it is, bro. Thank you for stopping by. I'm glad you enjoyed. Yeah, I'm open to any questions, not just game development stuff. I could talk about game development stuff for the rest of my life. But could be dumber questions too. I'm just here for a little while, ratting it up. This is the rat stream. forgot this game. Do you do these streams often? Hell no. This is the first one since 2018. Can you explain why polar bear? Okay. All right. That's fine. This is a weird stream for Simple Flips. You'd think. Yeah, it's kind of strange. No, I love Simple Flips. I miss him. I miss interacting more with him, but I just don't have the time anymore to do streams. But I never miss a Simple Flips video. I watch all of them. I love Simple Flips still. I just don't have time for the streams anymore. And that's really sad. How do you get motivation to make things and learn things? I'm not the person to do that. I have no motivation at all. My motivation is almost exclusively by necessity. So I force myself into situations in which I have to do something, and then I can do it. Return to Castle Monkey Ball, the game you're looking at right here, was made because I had spring break or winter break at my college. And I went, well, I literally have a deadline. And if I don't do something, I probably will never be able to do something ever again because I'll be at working for the rest of my life. So I used that opportunity to make this game. And that was necessity. My current game I'm only making because I now have people that are actually like relying on me to finish this game. So I have done it via, once again, necessity. If you put me in a box and said make something, you wouldn't get a damn thing. I'm the worst when it comes to motivation, but this has worked for me.
Ready? Go!
I'm good, thank you. Even the 6-hour-long video? What 6-hour-long video are you talking about? I need further explanation.
Time bonus!
Friend poster appreciates you. I'm a friend of friend.
Time bonus!
Once again, in case you weren't here at the beginning of the stream, this avatar was drawn by Volwright on Twitter. Insanely, incredibly talented artist. Check him out. I love Vol.
Ready? Go!
Oh yeah, no, I've seen all of Walkie's. I haven't watched the compilation video. I don't really feel like I need to. I watched the whole stream. I feel like the compilation video is more so just a trophy than anything, just to like have it in stone that he officially did it. Shout outs to Simple Flips, the man, the myth. Quit skipping bananas. I'm sorry, the frame rate is too bad because of my streaming and hardware encoding being turned off. Sorry, not hardware encoding. What's the word I'm looking for? Hardware acceleration was turned off because my computer crashes with it because my CPU is really fucking old. And I'm getting a new one soon, so it doesn't really matter. But my frame rate's too slow for any like serious monkey ball gaming, sorry.
Ready? Go!
Yeah, no. Shoutouts to him for making a 9-hour video. If people watch the entire video, he's gonna have an incredible time in the algorithm. I mean, I guess that's how all those ASMR channels do so well, is that most people watch... If you can get people to consistently watch a 2-hour video, you are a champion in the YouTube algorithm. So I gotta imagine those people get absolute insane dollars per view.
Time bonus! Goal!
But given the fact that my entire YouTube channel is uploading videos less than a minute long, I don't make any money off of YouTube.
Ready? Go!
Never have. That's just how it is. But if you bought a bear shirt in the past, thank you very much. Heavily appreciate it. Hope you enjoy the shirt.
Time bonus!
Voting status off.
My name
Time bonus.
I've never done. I literally haven't
Time
streamed since
bonus.
2018. So if anything is fucky, let me know. But otherwise, I'm trying. It's just nice to talk to you guys again. It's because it's been so long. The last State of the UE address was in like 2018 and it was all text. I've never done this before, but you know.
Ready?
That's how it happens.
Go.
Mainly because I just didn't think anybody would watch, honestly. I'm not that interesting. I'm focusing way too hard on this game. I'm focusing way too hard on this game. Why do I care so much? Oh my god. I literally stopped, like, reading chat for a second. Oh my god. I'm glad you enjoy it. She used to be part of the stream. I'll do it again. Hold on. There you go. Yeah, I spend literally the majority of my day in VR chat.
Ready?
So there's not much I do.
Go.
On Sundays, I work on my game, and on Saturdays, I usually support the development team, which is what I should be doing right now, honestly.
Time
But
bonus.
I felt really guilty about not having talked to you guys in a long time, as well as wanting to finally use this avatar at least once. That's why the stream exists. But say hi to the rest of the developer team that's probably watching right now and would rather me be helping them.
Goal.
I'm sorry. Love you guys.
Ready? Go.
I thought about playing Half-Life Opposing Force earlier, but that would have I would have been way too focused on that. So I was like, let me pick something that I can still like communicate with you guys that's not going to take up my entire attention. But this has turned out to be dangerous for even me. I like games too much.
Goal.
Hitler Ball 3D. No, this is Return to Castle Monkey Ball. You can find it on itch.io. It's a game I made back in like 2020, I think. It's really old. I could do better. That's an empty statement. I should just do better. You guys will see on the next one. I don't like making empty statements.
Time bonus.
I want you gender. What does that even mean? I am rat.
Goal.
I am co. Does that answer the question?
Ready? Go.
There's no way the key spawned up there. Do you rock the programmer socks? Old question to ask. Old question to ask. That's the common meme, isn't it? That people like me, hardcore Unity developers, rocking the programming socks. Yes. Honestly, quite bold of you to ask that. Who knows if I'll ever answer it? Yes.
Goal. Ready? Go.
I should steal some of the ideas I added for this game on my new one, honestly. It's been so long since I played this game. I'm always shocked. Every time I come back to play this game, I'm genuinely shocked by the level of polish I achieved on this. I'm not good at polish. Oh, this will be fun. Wasn't far enough away from the center to have any real mass on that explosion, but it was fun. Sugoi, Tanashi. Hell's the key. Do you guys remember that one time when this game went live? There was a PC Gamer article about it, and the guy thought the levels were manually made.
Hurry up.
Lol.
8, 7, 6.
I'm actually gonna
5,
game over. I
4,
can't find the key for the
3,
life of me.
2,
Where
1,
is it?
0.
I've never been this lost as to where the key is. Is it behind here? Where is it? Oh. That was an unfortunate loss of a life. Seemed avoidable.
Goal.
L plus ratio. Yeah. L plus radio. One of my friends, Maple Java,
Go.
sent me a 3D printed polar bear. That's sitting on my desk right next to my 𝐷𝐿 𝐏𝐥𝐿 plush that claps. No, not Ko. That's the name of the, that's the name of this character. Oh my god, treasure chest. It's spelled K-O-U. Ko. I don't even remember what I set the spawn rate to that treasure chest is, but that's pretty hype. Oh, here's some great advice for you about game development. Random generation is a trap. Every game developer on Earth thinks random generation is the greatest idea ever. Oh, I just don't have to make content. It'll randomly generate it. Horrible idea.
Ready?
The time you'll spend making it generate good random content, you could have just made everything manually, and it would be, and it's still going to end up being 1,000 times better if you do it manually. Almost every single time. The levels here are generated. And I spent a tremendous amount of time making them decorated enough with the longest algorithm you've ever seen in your entire life. But it would probably look better and be more consistent if I just manually built the levels. But in this case, the game scope was small enough to where that worked. Oh yeah, shoutouts to all the Mouse Den viewers right now. If you're in the Mouse Den server, shoutouts to you specifically.
Time bonus.
All my rat friends. Oh, we got some real height on that one. Jeez. Top 5 Uma Musume characters. You got it. 𝐷𝐿 𝐏𝐥𝐿 is number 1.
Time bonus.
The rest are all in no order. McQueen, 𝐿𝐿, Special Week, and Vodka.
You win.
Good morning, Diwa Scarlet. Thank you, Wasa. Very cool. I don't like Uma Musume as a show. It's PA Works' weakest show they've ever made. But I love the characters. And check out Soccer Request. Better PA Works show. Aquatope. Also a good PA Works show. It's fun. It's just kind of painful. How slow it is sometimes. Here, there you go. That's the spelling for you. Ko. What time is it? 6:22. I'll stream for another few more minutes. I'll do another round. It'll be fun. Glad you enjoyed. I'll probably do one more round and then I'll end off the stream.
Ready?
I'm glad some of you guys enjoyed. I was very unsure about doing this, so. Do you still play PSO2? Yes. I don't do it as much as I should. I've been playing PSO2 for about 7 years. Hardcore sometimes. Oh my god, hello Jay, what you doing? Howdy. But yeah, no, I've been playing PSO2 for like 7 years. New Genesis is super cool. The new snow area is cool, but I haven't played it enough. Really, I should play it a whole lot more.
Time bonus.
But you'll still see me on there if you add. I think my account name is FreyaBot. You add me on FreyaBot on PSO2. You can come see my room. It's pretty cool. I was looking for the key this whole time. I forgot this is only section 1. I'm an idiot. K-On! Is great, but you should watch Fist of the North Star. I don't like K-On! I genuinely think it's annoying. But that's only because I watched all 2 seasons back to back in one day, and it made me go insane. K-On!'s fine. I use strong words there. K-On!'s fine. I have nothing against K-On!. It's just, you'd think I like it more for the fact that my channel's named after it, but I really don't. So that's how it'll be. My favorite shows, I'll name them going down the list. Top 5 that I can remember off the top of my head. Symphogear is my favorite show of all time. Ring No Long Range comes after that. Love that show. AKB 0048, incredible anime. Yuki Yuna is a Hero, incredible anime. The Macross franchise, superb.
Ready?
Kuma 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 Bear, very good show. Funny, I know. Bear, haha. Soccer Quest, good show. Love that show. Place Further Than the Universe, that's an awesome show. I love Place Further Than the Universe. Please watch Symphogear. Right now I'm watching Magical Girl Lyrical. It's the show that inspired Symphogear, so I thought I'd check it out. Season 1 is nothing to write home about. It has potential. Season 2, I've seen the movies already. I'm expecting a lot more out of.
Ready? Go!
Oh, you want to make a project in Lua? Oh, that's hard. I only learned the Lua because I used to use ComputerCraft back in the day. Lua is a scripting language. It's not really a programming language. You can make games in Lua, but I'd encourage something stronger. It's a good learning tool. It's really simple. You can learn pretty much all of Lua in like an hour. Opinion on Kill Me Baby? I have never seen Kill Me Baby. I know.
Ready? Go!
You can ask me my opinion on any show, and I'll tell you if I've seen it or not, honestly. I haven't seen Kill Me Baby. I know it's a popular choice amongst YTP MVers, but I haven't seen it.
Time bonus! Goal!
Yep, the PSO2 chat is still there. You can still use it.
Go!
Rejoin the Discord if you want. Glad you like the polar bear. He is a friend to all. The bear of the polar variety. There was one name someone on Twitter called him, and it made me laugh really hard. I don't remember what it was. God, what was it? Somebody... Ah, I can't remember it. It was so funny. Filbert! They called him Filbert. That was incredible. Don't call him Filbert.
Ready? Go! Goal!
I have a bunch of shows on my watch list right now, but I'm pretty slow,
Ready?
all
Go!
things considered. I'm glad you like the shirt. I have quite a collection of the shirts myself at this point. I think they're fun. Here's a fun fact. No one has ever bought an Easter Flope shirt, and that's become a running gag that shirt even exists. It's a classic joke.
Goal!
The day that somebody buys an Easter Flope, world ends. It was with a PH, Filbert, not an F, but... Thought the music didn't play for a second. I was like, oh my god, did I break it?
Go!
My own game has bugs? Who'd have guessed? But no, it was just changing environments because it was level 1, so the music faded.
Goal!
I want to play more PSO2, but one of the biggest limiting factors for me playing PSO2 is the fucking inventory.
Go!
I've been playing PSO2 for so long, I literally have no more storage space. None. You know how hard it is to try going back and playing PSO2 when you know doing anything is just gonna make you have to sort your inventory for an hour? That's so bad. If they went back and added like a separate New Genesis inventory, I'd play it a whole lot more than I currently do. The fact that I have to split my inventory between old PSO2 and New Genesis is outright ridiculous, and I'm not paying them. Mainly because I also play on the JP servers because I'm such an old player. So I literally can't have a subscription unless I use like the mobile app. So for me, it's just a huge limiting factor that I just can't have more inventory storage space. With that said, I have expanded my inventory tremendously and bought more mags, but yeah, the inventory really sucks.
Ready? Go!
Bear of the Polar variety was always the original name. I've seen multiple people trying to rename him. It will not be done. Of course, haha, look at him go is the classic acceptable answer. But
Goal!
AP servers rule because their economy isn't tanked. Though I play on ship 2, so the economy is tanked because ship 2 is all the English-speaking players.
Go!
So I guess there's not really a benefit here, is there? McQueen! Hey, McQueen! That was my Tokai Teo impression. Hope you like it. I'm way too into this game for my own health.
Goal!
I wanted the Steam version of I'm a huge Valve fanboy. I love everything that Valve does.
Go!
And when they announced PSO2 was on Steam and you could get like the Heavy's minigun and like a hazard suit, oh, I wanted to play it so bad, but I was like, I'm not dumping 7 years of progress for a crowbar. I should have dumped 7 years of progress for a crowbar, because now it's worse than that.
Time bonus!
Also, New Genesis broke the proxies, but I think that's fixed again, so not a huge deal anymore.
Goal! Ready? Go!
No key. Sonic Racing transformed. Yes, I am aware of the TF2 characters. It's quite spectacular. Right now, to my knowledge, there are third-party companies working on the Team Fortress 2 IP.
Ready?
That hasn't been announced yet.
Go.
That's not public information, but from people I talk to, that's the truth. So other companies will start doing something with the Team Fortress 2 IP in pretty soon. That's soon being relative in the grand scheme of things. Soon being, well, it previously was never, so that's more than not.
Time bonus.
My sources are all secondhand, so take it with a grain of salt, but people who know what they're talking about know what they're talking about. TF2 is doing better than it ever has right now, honestly. They hired a, Okay, so what's happening with... Not a lot of people know this, actually, but people have been seeing the recent Team Fortress 2 updates and thinking they're finally doing something. They're not. Not a single person who actually works at Valve is working on Team Fortress 2, and they never will. The person who's fixing all of Team Fortress 2 right now is a contractor, a single person they hired who's not actually an employee of Valve. They externally hired to fix Team Fortress 2, because not even Valve wants to touch it. Ooh, explosive combo.
You win.
But the right people who have been helping with that process of making it never touched again have been leaving the company recently, so you might start seeing things in the right direction for Team Fortress 2. They've been doing a lot of good work with it, honestly. I made you a game. The guy who is fixing Team Fortress 2 right now hates YouTubers, so you're never going to hear anything about him, and he's anonymous. Even though I know people who know who he is, he's anonymous, but no, he doesn't work at Valve. Yeah, praise that one man, that one single man who's fixing Team Fortress 2 by himself. Okay, why don't we swap back over? Whoop. Okay, yeah, that'll do. I'll talk here for a few minutes before I end the stream off. Let me put the music back on. Any last things and stuffs? But yeah, I'm hopeful for Team Fortress 2's future. They're never gonna make another large-scale content update. I'm sorry, that's not happening. Valve internally views the last major update, Jungle Inferno, as an incredible failure, and so they're not really interested in spending any more money on the game, honestly. That is, Valve operates on a system of value, and if you can generate value and prove to them that something has value, they'll be interested in it. They see no value in TF2 right now. If all of the fixes start making the player numbers of Team Fortress 2 go up, and by extension the value of the IP, you might see them actually care about it again. So don't just give this man a round of applause for fixing Team Fortress 2. Literally go play the game, and you will start seeing more and more engagement. If Valve sees actual dollar signs coming off of Team Fortress 2 again, you will get something. You have to make them want it, because right now it generates 0 billions. And until that point turns, they're not going to be interested in it anymore, particularly because most of the developers don't want to touch it anymore because it's a scrambled code base of nothing. But I love Team Fortress 2. It's a classic. Right now, Valve's working on many games internally, and it's not Team Fortress 2. They're working on 2 games right now, to my knowledge. A successor to Half-Life Alyx, a VR game. And a game that's actually pretty close to done. Probably in the next 6 to 8 months, we'll be seeing an actual full-scale product announcement from Valve's newest game. I really like Valve. I could talk about this forever. Sorry for sidetracking this so hard and just talking about Valve this whole time. I know this was a Q&A, but I like Valve. I like what they do. They make cool things. All right, if there's any last minute questions, I'll answer them before I skedaddle off, but I really appreciate you guys coming by. I hope you had fun. I might do another one of these again in the future sometime if you guys liked it. Really, this was just super duper last second and casual. No, I don't have a Stream Deck or Steam Deck. I have a Stream Deck. I don't have a Steam Deck because I don't buy Generation 1 hardware, like I said. I only buy Gen 2 and above because they learned so much from a real hardware release. And Valve, the way Valve works, they're going to release another Steam Deck sooner than you can think. A version 2. What's the best meme? I guess that's a factor of relevance, isn't it? Like, what's the best meme right now or of all time? I mean, I guess just empirically based on the power it had, I would say the best meme of all time is We Are Number One, just based on what that did to the internet. But the most active best meme right now, I don't keep up to date with memes anymore. That's why my YouTube channel slowed down, but I'm cheesed to meet you. Is that a meme? Do you prefer your eggs scrambled, sunny side up, or what? I'm a scrambled person. I'm a runny, scrambled person. I'm glad you liked it. I can talk about Valve to the end of the earth, like I mentioned. I know so much about what they're doing because I am obsessed with what they're doing. It's all secondhand information, so take the words out of my mouth with an absolute grain of salt because they mean so much less than anybody who actually knows what they're doing research-wise. I am a reciprocal, and I am honestly part of the problem. So, third favorite cookie character? MGR. Because I can do this. Second favorite being 𝐏𝐏𝐥𝐿. As you can probably guess, you know, the rat. I thought about streaming Doom 64 today, but I didn't want to look like an idiot. And once again, I knew I would be distracted. So, that's how it is. I want to do VR streaming because I play the most VR games compared to any other genre of games that I do play. I play more VR games than anything, but that's just an absolute nightmare to set up properly, and I don't have the technology to do any sort of avatar hooked up to that. You would just be seeing gameplay. So that would kind of defeat the purpose of the avatar, which once again, I'm not a VTuber. This is just so you have something to look at. You're never going to get lore or my blood type. This is just something to look at. Follow me on Twitter for more 𝐏 content. There will be a lot more 𝐏. Always 𝐏. Check out my Twitter moment for more fan art of her. And I will be getting commissions of her until the rest of time. So if you like her and want to draw her or get someone else to draw her, you're very welcome to. Send it my way. I will enjoy it. You can also you can use the moments as a reference guide as well if you want. Even though this is a fully modeled character, I'm just too lazy to move it right now. So, yeah, look forward to that. I'll give you one more pog. There you go. A long time ago, a long time, haha, like a year ago, I was part of a collaboration called VTubers Are Over Party with hosted by Bobber on Twitter. where we got 100 VTubers to record themselves, and then we killed all of them. Check it out. It was really fun. I made a compilation on my YouTube channel here of all the ones that I did, and then every VTuber tweeted them out all at once. There was one person I worked with. I don't remember what her name was. She was awesome. What was her name? She was a sheep. I remember that. She was a sheep VTuber. That's all I can remember. Her material was so much fun to work with. She was so cool. And she also doesn't consider herself a VTuber, so I gotta give credit there. I don't remember what her name is, but I remember she always talked about Sheeple OS and sheep. So if you know who that is, let me know. I follow her on Twitter, but I don't remember what her name is. She's a really good artist, I know that, but that's more of the style. But yeah, no. Killing all the VTubers was fun. That was great. And now I've become one. Well, no, I'm not. Sorry. Oops. I guess in terms of spiritually, here I am. What a change of events. Yeah, I'm scrolling through my timeline right now. I just don't know who they are. I can't get their name. Oops. Sorry about that. Wish I had more information. Yeah, I'm just not a big fan of VTuber lore stuff. Debut streams are cringe, so I just wanted to say hi. You may see me on other people's streams with this avatar. That was the primary reason I bought it and commissioned it, was just so that if my friends like 𝐅𝐸𝐥𝐥𝐿 wanted to stream, or my friend Oliver wanted to stream, I could join them and not be the awkward disembodied voice. So that was the primary motive. I can show you guys fan art. I have tons. It's fun. Ready? Let's see. The most recent one I got was this one. Oh, that's Vol's @ by the way, right here. Follow him. He's a very talented artist. This is a drawing of my friend Seth's OC and my OC Co at an aquarium, because they're very cool. I like aquariums. But yeah, there's lots more Co art to go around. I just like live 2D I just like live 2D because it looks nice. The reason why I even got this is because I really I'm not a huge fan of the very realistic, like 3D avatar looking ones. And Vol's art style is just so cool. And I wanted an avatar, even though they don't make VTuber avatars, I wanted one so bad because I thought it would look really good in this art style. And so I begged him, and he was very kind and supported me with that. And I paid for him to learn how to do it practically, but it turned out great. I love this avatar. They are a very talented artist. I don't think they're ever going to do another one. You can ask them though. I'm glad you like the design. I would love to see art. I love her too. She is my beloved rat. There are emotes of her across my various Discord servers if you've used any of them. Mostly some of the offshoot servers that I have linked under like affiliated servers in my server, but anyway, really appreciate you guys coming by today. Hope you enjoyed it, and I hope I was informative enough in terms of your questions. But I'm gonna head off for now. I think finally got to use this avatar. Feels good. Feels good, man. My computer didn't crash. Miracle. Honestly, what a miracle that my computer is still alive. It was struggling quite hard with Monkey Ball, and that game is so optimized, but it's because it's a web browser. Web browsers have limited resources. If I had the PC build running, which I could have just done, I don't know why I didn't do that, it would have run much better. But that's just how it is. This was a simple first try. I haven't done this for literally like 3 years. Ah, someone said the funny again. There you go. All right, well, I will talk to you guys next time. Next time this happens. Anyway, stay cheesed. This is Rathany Rattano, the internet's cheesiest rat. What else can I rip off? Nothing. All right. Last word of the day, watch Symphogear, listen to the album In the Court of the Crimson King, listen to Selling England by the Pound, and listen to Camel Mirage if you're cool. Stay fresh. See y'all.